All right, today I'm going to go over the agent and investor portal. Once you get your membership, you'll just log in, you'll create your own password, and you'll be directed to the portal, right? This walks you through, if you're familiar with the broker Continuum, it goes you step by step from how to find and research the property all the way through the post-closing. So in here, you'll have a welcome. You can book a strategy call if you're new and want to block off some time to go through this more in depth with myself. But getting started, there's, and this all goes in order, and it's constantly being updated every Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. We go over some training. We plug videos, screen shares into the portal. So you'll have updated content. But first, I have the setting goals. I haven't put in the 12-week year. I do not believe yet has been in here, but it's a great goal setting. This is from Brian Tracy, the SMART goals. It just shows how to break your goals down: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time limited. So put a time frame. SMART goals. Again, that was Brian Tracy. He wrote a book on this, but it breaks down how to really be specific on it and measure your goals and really attain it, right? And being realistic. Sometimes we set high goals. You should, right? I'm not going to be the one to tell you to, make small goals so that you hit them, right? You want them big, but if you haven't broke a 6-figure mark and you say you're going to make $1 billion tomorrow, it might not be as realistic, right? So 12-week year is a great tool also that will be in here to help with your goal setting and not just setting goals one time in the year and then the year goes by and then by the second quarter they fizzle out. It keeps you going and motivated. So that's the first part in here, because if you don't have a business plan, right, which is the next thing here. Actually, before you get to that, just there's some reasons to buy. Like, these are just the principles of real estate, right? Like, why are people buying in this business? Why are people holding on to it, right? Why are they selling? What are different problems they have to sell? What's opportunity for you, right? Change, are they moving, estate planning, they're consolidating, and why different buyers pay different prices. So this is really good, right? If you want to know, well, why are people buying? Well, they want to reposition. This helps you maybe when you're on your cold call saying, hey, why would somebody want to buy? Well, they want the cash flow. They want a certain return. Maybe they want to just hold on for tax and appreciation reasons, right? They want to reposition. We talk about hotels converting into multifamily all the time. Why are they holding on to these? You get on the call a lot of times and sellers are like, I'm never selling. I'm a buy and hold. Well, perfect. Now they want to buy something, right? But why are they holding? Well, nothing's wrong with their property. They're waiting for more equity to sell. They have great cash flow. This is one I hear all the time. I'm making so much money. If I sold, I wouldn't be able to replace it. That's what I hear constantly, right? They live there, right? Some of these mobile home parks, I have the owners, they literally, them and their 4 relatives live in the community. So there's just so many reasons. But after you get settled in here, you want to have a business plan, going into this. Are you sending out mailers per week? What kind of hours are you in on a weekly basis or weekends? Are you working a couple hours on the weekend? How are you blocking calls for your development, right? So much stuff goes on a daily basis. It gets you sideways that if you don't block time to literally call, and they all don't have to be cold. Maybe there's follow-up calls that you need to make. If you don't block that time, it doesn't get done. So proposals, how many proposals, marketing packages are you going to do? You're going to work on PowerPoint, put a presentation. So if you do cold call someone and they are interested, what are you going to send them, right? You're going to get their email, and then you want to have something nice to be able to show them why they would want to hire you for an assignment, right? Or even meet. Are you hiring assistants? Are you there yet? What kind of mentorship and daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. So you just need to have all this outlined And here's our Zoom link to patch in on Thursdays and Tuesday mornings. The research and database, here's the first step. So really, this is just the prep work, right? Of getting to your first even research, right? So you're going to build out a complete, when you're a member here, you will have software, that PropStream, that you'll be able to, it's right here, usually PropStream. You'll be able to log in and find the owners, and we show you how to go to this other site right here to True People Search, type in their name and information, and you'll have all their contact information. So I walk you through this, because this is the first step in. I usually say before you start calling, you want about 500 records, because you'll blow through these if you're really calling and blocking your time. Phase 2 is, find out, are there other partners in this? There's attorneys, their email addresses, websites, cross-reference all of it. Database is a continual process, right? So find their birthday, send them mailer cards like happy birthday. Here's the PropStream, building out your database video here. This will teach you how to research those properties. Then we go through the steps of the cold call, right? There's steps to this. You don't just pick up the phone and start randomly calling. You'll get hung up on. So there's questions. These are just a few. We have others. What are your plans for your property? That's probably the worst one you could ask them. But it's something, right? You want to, all open-ended questions. It's still, what, how, why, where, all those are going to get a response. If you say, are you selling? They're going to say, no, that's close-ended. Boom, conversation ends. You're like, if you said the same question differently, like, what would keep you from selling? Well, now they can't say yes or no, right? Hey, what would keep you from selling? Well, I love the cash flow. Oh, how is the cash flow? Have you thought about a refinance? But I mean, it tells you which way to go. So after that, you got then the first appointment and the second appointment, right? So reasons to meet, right? We go over management, balloon, the rental rates, CapEx, equity, no problems. Here's more open-ended questions, right? And this walks you through a cold call. So if you don't have a script, this is it. First meeting. Thanks for taking the time to meet me today. I know we talked over the phone. I'd like to get a little bit more understanding about you and your property. And then it goes through, right? Spin Selling. This is another book that was written. I believe that was another Brian Tracy, but situation, spin, right? Situation, problems, implications, need, payoff, right? And it walks you through that process of your second appointment. So selling the proposal, this will be putting offering decks together that, again, it's part of your membership. You can put custom packages together like this that are really impressive. It gives them a 5-year, 10-year sensitivity analysis, site plans, aerials, demographics on every asset class, right? Office, industrial, retail, multifamily, all of them. So that's part of getting that exclusive agreement, right? And we'll have listing objections, right? Bring me a buyer. We always hear that. So your marketing, seeing if you're following along. Here we go. First, second appointment, exclusive listing. Now we're into the marketing, right? There's websites. What are you putting these on? We have our own custom website for commercial real estate. There's Crexy, of course. Everybody's heard of LoopNet. If you're selling businesses, we have all those resources here. You have all your contracts and letters of intent right here. If you just want to burner plate the template just to shoot over, you can download that. We have all your due diligence checklists and samples. I mean, here's something, if you need all the current leases, copy of any service contractors, legal descriptions. I mean, this gives you everything. And there's a couple different, here's a 30-day due diligence plan. That's a typical timeline for commercial, right? Residential, you always hear 10, 15 days. This is a little more extensive. So as you can see, we're going through these contracts, due diligence. I know I'm running through this pretty quick, but that's why you can book a call, block out some time with me, and I'll dive in a little deeper. But once you remove contingencies, you're at the closing, right? What do you do at the closing? Well, 1031 exchange. Some of you've never heard of that. What is that? Well, it's a tax code to help defer their capital gains. This walks you through it. This tells you exactly what it is, how to help them. And this will, once you sell a property, now you can help them buy another one, right? So the sale doesn't just end there, right? And I have other software here for you to use to underwrite. It gives you video walkthroughs on deal analyzing. If you're doing short-term rentals, there's an AirDNA. You can download this software for free. This shows you all of the short-term rentals in the area, Airbnb, and here's other downloadable assets, right? There's a pitch deck if you want to make your own deck. I was saying earlier to mail to your owners, right? You get on the phone, you ask for their email, say, hey, I'm going to send you a packet. You know, what's an opportunity zone? Similar to a 1031, right? Direct mail campaigns, I put just a one letter here, right here. You can switch your picture out, put your information, obviously, blast these out to owners in the mail, right? And then that way you can just hit them from all ends. There's cold calling scripts in here you can download. I also have private placement memorandums if you're raising money. Those cost tens of thousands of dollars for a private placement. So, and also here, guys, this is for all the US, but in Florida, here's courses you can go to if you need your post license, your 45 hours. If you're able to get a broker's now license, you can have those resources as well. There's also some 50 questions to ask your management company. These are great if you're screening, trying to look for clients or yourself. And then here's all your forms, guys, depending on what membership you're at. There's the agreement 1099. If you're just here on the investor portal, you won't need that. But here's a glossary of, I mean, it's like an endless pit of terms. These are all terms that are in commercial real estate. Some you'll never hear, some you hear all the time, right? So it just keeps going, right? NOI, you see that all the time, net operating income, right? Price, production, property debt. So it keeps going. And again, here's our private Facebook group and the Thursday live training there. And there's so much more, guys, because again, this is constantly being updated, and the videos every week are plugged in here. So I hope this helped you guys. If you got any questions, just book a call. Like I said, just book a strategy session here, block out some time with you, and we'll dive in more deep. But appreciate you guys jumping on, and look forward to doing a lot of deals.